Hello and welcome to another special interview with two of my favorite athletes. We've spoken many a time this year, and each time we've spoken, they've raised the bar. They've raised the bar. When we spoke at the start of the year, the idea was we aim to be world number one, we aim to win a Super 1000, we aim to do stuff for India. Now they are world number two, they have raised the bar, they have won a Super 1000, and they are the ones to be hunted down. So Chirag, let me start with you. Now the thing has changed. Now it is Satwik Chirag who set the bar. People will, every doubles pair will want to hunt you down and want to beat you guys. So how is that? I mean, how do you sort of look at that? Because clearly the expectations have grown and people are now going to sort of, you guys are the benchmark in a sense for men's doubles. Thoughts?
I think like you said, the year has been really good for us, and we've been playing some really good badminton over the last couple of months. Having said that, people have been keeping an eye on us for the past couple of years. It's not that it's a new thing for us. Like, it was just a matter of time before we actually became a lot more consistent in the circuit. I think I don't really want to give too much importance to that, because I think people did start looking at our game and reading about it almost 3-4 years back itself. I think our main aim is to actually play at our best rather than actually thinking about our opponent's game or anything. If we are able to play anywhere close to our best, then we are able to beat anywhere in the world.
Okay. Satwik, taking from there, I mean, if you play at your best, you're able to beat anyone. Gopi was on my show yesterday and he said the same, that if you two play at your best, you all can beat anyone. I love the smile. So how is it for the World Championship? I mean, you're now in Denmark, you are getting ready for the WCH. Tell me, how is it, how are the preparations, early thoughts?
Preparations are going really well. We are hungry. The hunt is on. We wanted to do well in this World Championship, and even we know if we play our best, we can win the matches. But still, we don't want to take too much to the head. We just want to enjoy as much as possible on court. There is no pressure on us. I mean, there will be a lot of expectations on us for sure. But I think we always played well when people are watching us. So we will keep on doing that. And a new day, new tournament. I think everyone will come with more hunger. And we also start as underdog again. We doesn't matter we are second seed or first seed or first rank or second rank, doesn't matter for everyone. It's the same tournament. Everyone will come with more pump, and I think they will other players will play more free than us. People will be watching on us, because last two tournaments we played really well. Then even we wanted to start as well, nothing happened. As a first tournament, new World Championship. I think Phil favors. It's our coach hometown, so hopefully he will do wonder. Yeah.
Lovely. Yes, coach's hometown for sure. Chirag, you did not play Australia. Was that conscious to give yourselves a bit of a break, because the physicality of the whole Asian circuit, week on week, the kind of intensity with which you play, are you refreshed? Are you physically up there? I mean, was that break important?
Well, definitely. I think our main aim was to actually play, hit the important tournaments, play well in the important tournaments, and not really push ourselves where we are playing 3-4 tournaments back to back. Our aim is to play less number of tournaments, but in those tournaments we try to go as deep into the tournament as possible. So I think skipping Australian Open was a conscious decision that we took much before, and we really wanted to just focus on the two tournaments in Korea and Japan, and then focus on the World Championship, so that we get enough time to prepare for the World Championships.
And a follow-up before I go to Satwik. So World Championship followed by China Open, followed by Asian Games. Again, almost 5 weeks of incredible intensity if you go the distance. Is it physically possible, or this kind of a schedule? I mean, have you guys thought about it, that 3 very, very important tournaments in the course of 1 month? Chirag?
Yeah. It's physically taxing, definitely, if you are playing till the very end. But that's how the calendar is for this year. But our main aim is to actually hit, like I said before, is to play lesser number of tournaments. I think as compared to our peers, I think we've been playing some lesser number of tournaments than them. And like I said before, our aim is to just hit those important tournaments. And it is difficult with the World Championships, the China Open and the Asian Games. But we'll be getting a week break between the World Championships and the China Open, followed by 2-3 weeks before we go for the Asian Games. But it's important to keep taking care of your body because of the physicality of the sport. It's I think with a lot of traveling and stuff, and if you're playing like I said, if you're playing deep into until the very end, it takes a toll on your body. So you have to be extremely religious with your recovery stuff as well. So it's going to be a tough journey, but we are up for it.
Okay. Satwik, again, a question on this. So, for example, when you win back-to-back tournaments, and you did, and almost went as deep as possible, even in the third, when you play such sort of back-to-back matches, intense matches, long matches, how is it? And there is a kind of a newfound confidence. Do you think that has changed in you both as a pair? That now, even if it is a difficult situation, that confidence is there that we can turn this around. We can take a match from an adverse situation and go on and win. Is there a change mentally, at least, in the two of you, that you can win from any situation?
I think it's more on mental thing. I've been practicing on that for a long time. Before we used to play one time, and then hello, can you?
Yeah, go on. There was a bit of a choppy internet, but it's fine. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's more about mental thing now. It's physically we know what to do, and we are more focusing on recovery things. But it's more on mental thing, how badly you want to win. And definitely after winning one tournament, you'll get a lot of confidence. You will be scared to play with you. But again, fresh day, like we are playing 5 days continuously, then again we have only 1 day break, then again we are starting again to the next tournament. It's really difficult to play long matches continuously. It's almost like in Korea Open we played five matches till Sunday, then we had a travel day, then Monday we are back in Japan, Tuesday we had only 1 day rest, then Wednesday we had a tough match. We played 3 games with Indonesians. So it's not going to be easy when you're playing back to back, and it's more about mental thing, how motivated you are, how hungry you are after winning one tournament, you are satisfied or you wanted to do well in the next tournament. So it's all depends on mental thing. And for the upcoming China Asian Games, we already know before 1 year only schedule will be like this, so we are mentally prepared for that also. Like if you are playing back to back, and we know these 3 tournaments are very important for the World Championship and Asian Games especially. So and mentally we are ready for it.
Okay. So Chirag, and you and I have had this conversation before. In India, we move from multidiscipline events to multidiscipline events, but as players or as analysts who follow the sport closely, we will say a World Championship is perhaps more important than an Asian Games. But the common man on the street will say an Asian Games medal is more important. How do you balance that? Because clearly that's a huge reality in India. Ask anybody, will say, boss, Asian Games gold, Asian Games medal. But I'll say, okay, but an Indian doubles player has never won a World Championship gold medal, for example. Only you guys last year, that first medal in doubles. How do you balance that? Because the ground reality in India and as players, there is a bit of a disconnect there. Chirag?
Well, yeah, definitely. Like you said, I think uh, like a lot of the people don't really know about the like World Championship probably is as big as the Asian Games in my opinion. Um, like to be called the world champion, I think it is as good as uh, it's like it's like the Olympics. I feel, and it's extremely important for us as a pair. I think to um, to win medals at these events like the World Championships, the Asian Games, the Olympics, and like I said, it's a sad reality, but that's how it is. Uh, you might be winning thousands of Super Series events, but if you have a medal at the Olympics, the Asian Games, and the World Championships, also for that matter, Commonwealth Games, it's given much more importance. And I think as a pair, also we are uh, going for these big events, and yeah, winning a Super Series is important, but I feel winning medals at these big events is, I think, what we are aiming for.
So, as a follow-up, Satwik, I mean, when I see your matches, and we've seen all of the matches closely, is there any particular area that you all, when you practice, for example, that you all are working on? Because you clearly have a complete game. You guys can attack well. You guys now defend extremely well. Physically, you are strong. Physically, you are fitter. You have a complete game. But is there anything in particular that the two of you are working on that, okay, that is that 1% or 0.5% that we need to get better? Satwik?
I think, yeah, now like we are a little bit better in defense, but I feel we can be much better in the defense. As like I would say, like if we are in attack position, our chances are like 90% will get a point. So we have that confidence that we will take point when we are in attack. But in defense, it's like still like I would say 50-50 or 40-60%. Like we are just retrieving, but we are not that much strong enough to convert into the attack. How Koreans do that. So they don't panic when it's 19 all, 20 all. When they need to lift, they will lift. Still, like when we are playing 100% on that day, we will do all the things. But if things are not going well, if we have any plan B, then what is the option? So we are working on that plan B as well. So always we are good in plan A. The given day when we move, when we are fit mentally, plan A is that when you are fast on court, when we are getting all the schedules, it's our day, then it's good. When it's not our day, then what is the answer from our side? So we are preparing for that as well. I mean, we are practicing that as well. We are doing a lot of different things. So it's not a it's a whole package, but still like we need to do it every day. It's not like we know how to smash, we just leave it. So we practice every day that also to get it sharp, more angles, more things, so more ideas when you're playing good. So we practice a lot of things on the realistic how in tournament we get situations. So yeah, I've been practicing that from long time.
Chirag, I mean, and that's a very humbling answer. That's an answer from a very honest athlete who says 40-60. Love that answer. Chirag, when I speak to colleagues, journalists, people in the media, some sports people, and this is something that we all do, right? We calculate, okay, how many medals can India win in the Olympic Games? X number. And now the first two names that come up, one is Neeraj Chopra, one is Satwik and Chirag. Inevitably, it happens. Today also it has happened with a former gold medalist. I don't want to name on the show, but it has happened this morning. We were counting that, okay, on Independence Day, let's count. Next year, by this time, we are in Paris. How many medals will India win? And he said, okay, Neeraj Chopra and second name was Satwik and Chirag. Has it changed for y'all? I mean, because y'all are now brands. Y'all are the nation's top. I mean, I will say a Virat Kohli, I will say a Rohit Sharma, I will say a Neeraj Chopra, I will say a Satwik and Chirag. Has things changed? Do you realize that y'all have become the poster boys of the country? Because you have achieved that. Does that sort of make a difference to you?
Yeah, it feels good that to hear that you are a brand, but no, not really. We I think we are not like in search of that. Yeah, it's good to hear, but I think our aim is to just keep our heads down and work and win as many tournaments as possible. And yeah, like you said, it's still a year from now, the Olympics, and we would usually like to keep short-term targets. And our focus now is to play well at the World Championships and the Asian Games. And it's always there in the back of our mind. The Olympics is always going to be the ultimate aim, and winning a medal is definitely what we are aiming for. But we don't want to put ourselves into undue stress at this point in time because we have important tournaments lined up in the coming week and also in the coming month.
Satwik, I love your smile, by the way. Every time I ask a question, you give me that incredible smile. I love that. But the same question to you. I mean, your dance has become the next time any Bollywood director or any whatever director will take you, right? I mean, that is a fact because you have beaten everybody by doing that dance in Korea. You do a gangnam, you do whatever natu natu somewhere else. But you have become a brand. I mean, at your age of 22, when I see that list of achievements, and I'm like, where will this guy stop? Do these things matter? Do you think about all this?
Uh, Feels great doing all these things, but we don't think much. We started playing badminton because we love it. So we never thought of I will become somewhere here, somewhere here. So I started playing badminton because I'm lazy to go to school. So that's how I came into the sports. So that's I love playing badminton. So now also like yeah, there is a lot of hopes on upcoming tournament, but I feel like I should start enjoying more. As I realized recently, like when we lost Thailand and Singapore Open, then I sat down and I was watching my videos after a long time. I don't watch frequently my videos. I was watching, I noticed that we are not enjoying as much as opponents are doing. So they are just enjoying on court, they are having fun, they don't mind losing also. Then on the other side, we are like, we are favorites to the match. So we have so much pressure. How come we are favorites on the match? So it's like 50-50 when you're entering on there. So you must, we are also women. So there is nothing like you are getting handicap or you're getting something advantage. So it's fair when you're on court 50-50. So that helped my mindset in Indonesia Open. I started enjoying more. Doesn't matter I lose or win, nobody cares. I win or lose after 10 years, nobody will realize. So just I wanted to enjoy this process and that pressure situations. I wanted to have that fun on court, and it comes naturally when I win a tournament, that dance as well. So it's not like pre-planned or I think before only. So it comes and in Korea Open, like after winning, Chirag told like Gangnam style karenge. So then I was like, Shetty bhai bhi karega, nice. Then we did dono milke. But apart from that, it comes naturally when I listen any music or any live beats. So automatically my body moves wherever I am. So I don't mind like if I'm in public or private, I just keep on dancing along. So even when I'm playing on court, I don't think much about the result. I just want to have fun, how much I can be. Then let the result God decides what will happen in future. So I just want to have I want to enjoy the process. That's it.
The two last couple of questions. The best part about you two are, still is your humility. I love this humility. Chirag, you are so soft spoken. Every time you and I have spoken either on WhatsApp or in an interview, and the moment you're on court, you're a different man. You're a different man. I mean, I see that persona of you, and I'm like, same guy. I mean, whether it's in a point when reacting from an adverse situation, and Satwik smiles again. Is that something that comes naturally to you, or is that something that look at that guy? He's got bonkers, man. Love it. But does Chirag Shetty become a different man on court?
Probably. I think if I had to put it in cricketing terms, then like for example Virat Kohli, he I don't think he can play well if he is calm, or he's he's not out there like with his body language or his shouting. If he's not doing that, probably he won't play at the level he would want to. I think it's how I am on court. I think I feel the most alive when I am doing that on court. I feel extremely I think safe when I'm doing that. Like I'm not really worried about what will people think. Am I shouting really loud or something? I feel I'm at peace when I'm doing that, and that's how I get my confidence on court. And yeah, I think that's what makes me the player I am. I think that's what brings out the best in me. And if I'm not doing that, then I start holding myself a little back, which in turn really affects my game. So that's like holding myself, like it's like holding my personality back. So I usually try to be out there, whether it be by shouting or whether it be by being a lot more aggressive. So yeah.
And in Copenhagen, where are you taking Satwik? Have you found an Indian restaurant for him?
There's one close by, but right now I haven't tried it yet.
What will he eat?
It's only been a day, and I don't really want to have Indian cuisine.
Yeah, that's exactly why I asked, because you will try something else. What will he eat? What is his plan?
He last night I think he ate Lebanese food yesterday.
So you've tried something else, Satwik? You didn't tell us that you have now sort of ventured out beyond Indian. That's my headline. Satwik tries Lebanese food.
I'm okay having with anything. I do eat other stuff. It's not like I only have Indian food, but anything with chicken works for me. But obviously, yeah, we came like it's been 3 weeks in India. Then again, we came on holiday. Don't have any options. I had Indian food, but I choose not to have. Like, okay, I will have it when I really need it. So now I started overcoming it. Like, mind matters, that feeling. So it's always my feeling. It's always my tongue wants like some yummy food or something, Indian food. But now what body requires, does it help for recovery or sort of thing? Little bit. I won't say like I change completely. I will have Indian, but if I'm having, I will have like at least 1 meal in 3 meals. So at least one day before the match day, if I'm not feeling comfortable, if I'm like really stressed or worried, then I go have my food. That's my stress relief in my zone. I have my food. I have my partner Shrikant, always Shrikant. He's also Indian food. He always eat Indian food. Shetty won't come with me. Shetty will have Japanese or something. But yeah, anything chicken works for me. Yeah.
Lovely, I'll finish there. Chirag, you have a problem on hands. I mean, you've at least converted him to a degree. Clearly, he's tried Lebanese. That's a big step. But more importantly, I mean, on court, you guys are an absolute champ. You know, all of India is proud. Keep going, yeah, keep going. I mean, don't think about all this brand shine. That's our job. We'll keep building you guys, create hype, put pressure, say Olympics, say World Championship and go mad, ask for time, keep bugging. That is our job as media. But for you guys, just that badminton court is your temple. You have taken that over and you've made all of India 1.3 billion proud. We don't have champions, unfortunately, in India. You guys are. So just keep retaining that. Dominate the badminton world like a Roger Federer or a Novak Djokovic or a Lindam. That's the ambition. Do that, because that's what India has never got. Never got. Once we have you guys do that, that's where I think the real Satwik and Chirag legacy can be created. And if there is one thing I will wish on Independence Day, that's what I will wish for the two of you. Thank you very much for joining me. Real pleasure. And I will obviously see you guys physically in China. My entire team will be there, so we will definitely catch up then. And maybe some chicken for Satwik, and we'll have some sushi together, Chirag.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thank you.